Hey everyone, it's Kenya, Breck in Brooklyn. We're going chokecherry picking today. I've already picked two bags full and I gave one bag to my mom. I have boiled up one bag, but I'm gonna get a couple more bags, one more bag for my mom and one for me. So come join us, please. They're so excited today because it's so nice out. Oh my goodness. No humidity. It's about 75 degrees, maybe 72. It is just lovely out. We have chokecherries there, but they don't really look like that they're fully developed yet. We've gone over there and picked a ton, and then way over by the beginning trails, I picked some today. I picked these ones today over by the beginning trails. So yeah, I have a huge Pyrex bowl that I have the first batch of chokecherry juice in. I've got a gallon container of raspberries with the raspberry juice in it. I was thinking about making raspberry chokecherry, mixing them together. I might still do that, but what I think I want to do is just make raspberry jelly and then chokecherry jelly. But I might boil up some more raspberries and combine the two, maybe with this batch of chokecherries. Are you going poo-poos? Brooklyn's going poo-poos. So yeah, the chokecherries are just unbelievable this year. They are so thick and everything. But you have to get to the right spot to pick them because a lot of them still aren't ripe. I mean, I picked some that are a light shade, and I gave those to my mom. I did pick a bunch of bright, dark ones for her also, like these ones. These ones are nice and dark. So I think I'll go right over there to pick some over there. Buck is over there playing, so I got to keep an eye on him. Come here, Buck. Come here, baby. Buck. We're going to go over here. We're going to pick some. Oh, my goodness sakes. You ran so fast. We're going to pick some of these chokecherries over here. So I've been filming a lot of sturges, and I'm going to tack it onto this video here. It's just every day it's changing more and more, getting ready for the rally. Look at these chokecherries. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to pick a bunch. Okay, I picked a bunch from that tree. I'm leaving lots for the birds. I'm just taking little bits from each one, each plant. But there are millions of chokecherry trees out in this land, so wrong way, Buck. Buck, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go to the cemetery. Come on. I'll pick some more of these ones here. I picked these ones the other day for my mom, so I'll be right back. Okay, I picked from that tree. Come on, Buck. My hands are getting all sticky. Come on. So yeah, Sturgis is filling up. It's like a week and a half away, and it's just getting more and more busy. So I will put on this video the few days that, come on back, that I have videoed Sturgis. Come on, Buck. Come on. Let's go to the cemetery. See, these ones, they're just full. But they're not ripe yet. They have to be that color. So yeah, like I said, I have so much chokecherry juice and so much raspberry juice because my raspberry bush is just going nuts. I'm going to be making lots and lots of jelly during the rally. I'm going to take that 11 days 11 days off. And hopefully clean under my house. I know I've said that a lot, but hopefully this time it'll be true. Come on, baby girl. And then make jelly. I did tell my husband the other day he has to find something to do because being with him for 11 days will drive me nuts. So I want him to go out to his parents' farm because he's got a camper out there right on the river and go fishing. He loves fishing. So I don't know if he'll go, but we need a little bit of time apart. So yeah. But I'm so excited to have 11 days off. So excited. That's nice down there. There you are. Where's Buckaboo? Where's that Buckaboo? Come on. Buck! Buck! Where him at? There he is. There you are. Let's go over here and see why they love this. I have been finding so many mushrooms this year, and I didn't know that the Black Hills had this many mushrooms. I mean, you would think that they would. I've never seen this many mushrooms, though. Buck! Brooklyn! I thought that was a cliff. I didn't know that that was like that. All right, let's go down it. I thought that that was a cliff. Did you know that was like that, baby girl? Come on. Hopefully there'll be some more chokecherry trees down here. What do you think he's doing there? Ooh, horse poop. I've never been on this side. I thought it was a cliff. This is really neat. I'm glad my dogs knew about this. They're always running away to come down here and stuff. So that's down that way. Where are you guys going? Back, Brooklyn. Come on, Buck. Let's go. Let's go back. Thank you for taking me down this way. Come on. No chokecherry trees, though. Of course, I gotta climb up a hill now again. That's cool. I didn't even realize that. I've always just stayed on the path. I know that way there's a horse trail over by the rodeo grounds, old rodeo grounds. Come on, baby girl. By the Massa Barrier rodeo ground. Massa rodeo ground. But come on back. Back. Come on. Wherever they're going, I'm not following them. I'm going back onto the trail. This morning it was very muggy out because it rained last night. At 1:15 we lost our electricity. And I have blackout curtains in my house. So my house was very, very, very dark. With no electricity, no clocks on, nothing. Come on! So yeah, it was really dark in there. I can't believe the summer's already half over. I think horses have been on this. I know there's that herd of cows that's always down by in Paradise Pond and stuff like that, but I don't think they're here. I think these are horse tracks. Come on, baby. You sillies. You little sillies. Oh. Those are neat mushrooms. I wonder what kind those are. I don't know. I'm not going to eat them because I am definitely not an expert on mushrooms. But I was watching this one show, but with this survivalist guy, and he said that he would not touch any kind of plant unless he saw an expert eating it. Then he would. Mushrooms, you have less of a chance of being poisoned than you do with eating grass, eating any of this stuff, which the Atomic Shrimp said that also. But I was just like, really? I remember as a kid grabbing a piece of grass and chewing on it. So it's dark in through here. That's okay though, isn't it, baby girl? Isn't it, pumpkin pie? You think there's some choke cherries over here? Huh? You think there's some choke cherries over here? Ooh, mud. I'm wearing my ground shoes. I love these shoes. It's like you're just walking in your bare feet, only you have, come on, Buck, only you have the soles on your little tiny soles on. And you're supposed to be grounded to the earth. That's their claim. So, I don't know if I am. I just really like them. I'd buy my husband some too, but he says that they're stupid. So, I don't buy him much for clothes or shoes. I bought him one pair of Raiders shoes that cost an arm and a leg. And he only wears them on special occasions. He's like a huge Raiders fan. Come here! Let's pick these choke cherries up here. Mama found some choke cherry bushes. Okay. I'm going to pick some of these choke cherries. I'll be right back. Okay, I picked some more. My bag is getting kind of full. Wrong way! We're going to go this way. Come on. We're going to go this way. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby girl. I want them to run because the last couple of days we've not gone. We've only gone for like a 15-minute walk. Mainly because I've been very, very tired again. So yeah. I want my husband to come out here and dig up a chokecherry bush so we can plant it in my yard. I want to plant a blueberry, blackberry, and chokecherry. And I bought a cherry tree. And so, what you doing, baby boy? Come on. So I have, in my garden area, I've got my cherry tree. It's just real tiny right now. It's about 2 feet tall. And then my huge raspberry bush. And then my big garden. And then on the west side, I've got a big plot of land that I want to put a chokecherry bush, a blueberry bush, and a blackberry bush. That way we can have all types of berries. So yeah, I love berries. And then I would like to figure out if I could get like a cashew tree, you know, cashew nut tree, or an almond tree, although I don't like plain almonds. I like the ones that are we going poo-poos? Okay, we won't film you. Okay. He has something on his head that I'm going to have to get off when we get in the car. So yeah, trying to get my husband to those mushrooms look so good. Trying to get my husband to plant that kind of stuff is like murder. I did just go by the cherry tree. And he brought the raspberry bush from his parents' farm. They have a humongous raspberry bush that he dug some up. And then I want to dig up a wild raspberry bush or a wild chokecherry bush from the hills here. I mean, I would still pick chokecherries walking the dogs, but you know, it'd be nice to have a chokecherry, and then to feed the birds and stuff. You know, I feed the birds all, well, spring and summer, because bird seed is kind of expensive. But yeah, don't we, Brooklyn? We got bird feeders hanging under our maple tree. Come on. Come on. And they go through it so fast. Oh my God. We have this big fat dove that comes to our house all the time and dumps it out onto Buck's bed. Buck has a bed outside underneath the tree that he loves laying on. There's always bird seed on it. That's okay, because the little birds can eat the seed without having to stand on it. Come on, babies. This way. Buck, this way. Come on. What you doing, Brooklyn? So we'll probably take half of these chokecherries back over my parents' house. I'll give her half. Come on, Buck. And I'll take half. I mean, I'm not even. There's still millions of chokecherries. Come on. And I got 2 humongous bowls. The Pyrex bowl is like a 3-gallon bowl. And my pitcher, I think it's a gallon pitcher. Oh, we got more chokecherries. All right, I'm gonna pick some more and I'll be right back. Okay, so I picked a little bit more. Come on, Buck. Are there crows calling? Are there crows calling? All right, come on. We are gonna walk around come on, up by the cemetery, and then we're gonna walk on the road Those ones are not done yet. They're not ripe as ripe. Those ones are not ripe at all. Anyways, we're gonna go on the road because I saw some bushes on the road, but I gotta be very careful with my dogs because I know people drive on this road and they don't drive the speed limit and they drive nuts and stuff. Pretty soon we're gonna have to stop coming out here until the rally's over with. We'll just take the back roads to the dog park, which is over by my parents' house, which is a lot easier if you don't go on the main road. I mean, it does take a little bit longer, but the bikes, I don't mind the bikers. It's how they drive. They think that the laws do not apply to them, which drives me nuts. I mean, in South Dakota, when you start driving, you know that if you live anywhere in western South Dakota, you have to be really careful. Come on, Buck! And this one year we were coming back from Rochester at the end of the rally, and we were like 50 miles from Rapid City, and we were going by a stop rest area. And I said to my husband, I said, this is when he was still smoking, I said to him, I said, stop and have a cigarette, because I know you're going to need a cigarette. I don't need a cigarette. So I'm like, are you sure? It's going to be a while, and we're heading into traffic. Come on, Buck. We're going to be heading into traffic. I don't need a cigarette. By the time we got right outside Sturgis, he was craving so bad, and he almost went into another lane with a motorcycle right there. I screamed. I was on the phone with the vet. The vet was like, what? And my husband just almost hit a motorcycle. I was looking at these mushrooms here online, and I think they're called ring mushrooms because they kind of go in a ring. So yeah, I don't like how they drive. I worked the rally for most of my life, but dealing with the traffic just drives me nuts. There's a beautiful cemetery. Fort Meade Cemetery. All right, I see that my battery is starting to die, so I will leave you guys here, and I will put the videos of Sturgis onto this one. Remember, tell your dog I said hi. And please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey everyone, it's Kenya, Buck, and Brooklyn. We're going cherry picking again today for my friend Deb, so come and join us. Okay, where's that buckaboo? Oops. Ooh, look at these ones right here. Okay, I'm gonna, hold on a second, I'm gonna pick these. Okay, I picked several from a few different trees. We're going on this trail right here. This goes up behind Sturgis. Those don't look like they're ripe yet. Buck is so far ahead of us. But I've got his collar on, so I can ping both of them if I need. This trail, we're climbing a small mountain. So there he is. There him is. And there she is. A little girl. We'll move in a little bit. Oh, okay. I'm going to pick some cherries from right there, so I'll be right back. I got a lot of cherries from that bush, so we'll Come on, baby girl. So we'll start walking again and hopefully find more bushes on this trail. If we don't find very many bushes on this trail, then we'll go to another trail. We might head down to Paradise Pond. So I know there's a bunch of chokecherry bushes that way. So it's one day closer to my vacation. Can't wait. I feel I got some twigs hanging off of me, but it's just Buck and Brooklyn's trigger. I've got it hooked to my backpack. It is gorgeous here. Let me zoom out for you. There we go. Yeah. It's a gorgeous day. It's a little bit muggy. Which, what I've said in my past videos, is very unusual for South Dakota. These flowers were what I thought was clover. That's not clover. Where's that Buckaboodles? Come on. Should we call him? There he is. So I'm leaving enough berries on each tree for other people to pick, and for the birds, and for the mountain lions, and deer, and every other little animal in the hills. You can't be greedy and take them all. So I think I'm going to make a whole bunch of jelly, and I think I'm going to give some to my sisters. My sister down in Texas, she doesn't cook. My sister here in Sturgis, she has MS and she doesn't cook very much. Her husband cooks mainly. So, yeah. But I've decided I'm going to make raspberry jelly and put a little bit of jam in it with the fruits, because the fruits are good this year. Come on, baby. And then I'll just make chokecherry jelly. I'll probably give the chokecherry jelly to my sisters, some of it. So I might give one to my mother-in-law. I don't know. I don't know if she eats that kind of stuff. My father-in-law used to eat it. I don't know if she would, though. Should we go back and go down another trail? Come on, let's go back. We'll find another trail with chokecherries. Come on, Buckaboo. What's your brother doing, baby? What's him doing? What's that? That looks like a cocoon. Come on, baby. I love walking through the hills. Walking my dogs. Just going for walks on nice days like this. Buck! Come on. I don't see very many chokecherry bushes on this road here. I mean, there's some. They're little ones that I've seen. Not very many berries, so I'm going to leave those ones. So, yeah. What you doing, that bug? Like I said yesterday, I'm gonna have to give up coming out here for about a week and a half because of all the bikers. That's the only thing about the rally. It disrupts your life. And normally I go to Rochester, so this year is a little bit different. So yeah, we'll just stay at home. We'll go to the dog park. My husband said he can take him out to the stink pond, and I said, you're driving him because you have to go through town to get up to the stink pond or the reservoir. Same thing, different name. What you doing, baby cakes? What you doing? So all this foliage in here, you would think that there'd be some chokecherries, but there's not. These might be little chokecherry trees. It just haven't developed any berries. So I have a half a bag for Deb in the house already. I gave a half a bag to my mom, and I kept a half a bag. So I might just freeze them for next year, or I might juice them and maybe make some chokecherry jello, not jelly, jello. And do lots of stuff with fruit. So yeah. It's a gorgeous day, isn't it, baby kickers? We went down to the store today at noon, and both Buck and Brooklyn's collars were charging, so I put their old collars on, which were both dead, but I thought, they'll listen. Nope. Buck ran off. I had to go chase him. I had to run in the house, grab the leash, because he won't listen when his collar is not on. His nose was taking him all around the neighborhood, so we were having to go chase him. That's the reason why he has his collar on every single time we go anywhere, because his nose likes to take him places that he shouldn't. Well, he can go, he just has to listen to me, and he doesn't listen to me. Right, Brooklyn? We had to go after that little boy, didn't we? Yeah, see, there's these chokecherry trees I already picked from. I want to bring a shovel out, and during the middle of the night, there's some chokecherry trees. They got little berries. During the middle of the night, I dig up a chokecherry plant and then plant it in my yard. But it's a BLM land, and you're not supposed to do that. My husband keeps saying, "You want to be arrested?" I'm like, there's millions of big chokecherry trees. You may have to buy a license from the BLM people, but that's fine. We can do that. Come here, Buck. Buck. Come on. Come on. Buck. So we'll head up that way. We'll go to the turn to where you go to the, come on, Buck, to where you go to the either cemetery, or you can take the other way. And I'll take you down to Paradise Pond. We probably won't go all the way to Paradise Pond, but we'll go look for chokecherries over there. I love hunting for fruit and for chokecherries and that kind of stuff. I never used to like doing this stuff, but the older I get, the more I enjoy just being out in nature and finding stuff that I can eat that I don't have to pay for. Come on, baby girl. Walking my dogs. When Justice was alive, we used to walk all the time, but it was always in town. I wish I would have been smart enough to bring him out here. He would have loved it. He was the only puppy for a very long time. And then we got Buck. And we had Buck for maybe like 6 months before Justice died. But about a year ago, I paid to have, it's called a Cuddle Clone. It was expensive. It was like $250, but it is an exact replica of Justice. It's a teddy bear. It's a teddy dog. And it's the size of Justice. And I have him on my bed. His face isn't quite what Justice was. His snout is a little too long. But you look at him from the back and it's Justice. So I would have paid anything to have my dog back. But I know the dog's only here for a little bit to teach you lessons. And I also know that dogs are God backwards. I think I'm going to pick some choke cherries from here, so I'll be right back. Okay, I got those picked. I have about half a bag, and we'll just keep going. Now these ones here, they're looking good, but I don't think that they're quite ripe yet. Same with those ones. Buck! Come on! Now this is a trail where we saw that mad bull snake, so we have to be careful. Come on, baby! Ooh, stinky. Horse has been by here. Oh man, look at all those. All right, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna pick some choke cherries. I'll be right back. Okay, I actually had to get off the trail. Come on. Come on. So there's choke cherries there, but they're too high. Feels like my tripod isn't tight enough. A lot of horses have been on here when it's been muddy. What are you doing? All right, come on. I actually stopped and took some pictures of Buck in Brooklyn for the page. So, come on. So yeah, back around the corner there, that's where we saw that mad bull snake. My husband was wearing flip-flops. I was not happy with him. Today would be a good day for them to be out, so really have to watch. So I don't know how many choke cherries are up this way. If there's not many, then we'll head back down towards the cemetery. Come on, Buck! I'll just let him be up there. He'll come. Now we got choke cherries here, but those ones are not ripe. But I think the ones behind them are. Yep, so I'll be right back. Come on. Okay. There's another big choke cherry tree, but I'm not going to go up there. Come on, baby girl. I do have ice water for them, so if it gets too warm. That's a big, huge, look at that. All those choke cherries. Here's a small one. So we'll just pick some right here. And I try to pick them off the bush, or off the twigs, but then a lot of them fall. So sometimes I pick them off and sometimes I just take the entire twig. Ooh, look at here. All right, I'm going to pick more. Now that is what they look like when they're not even getting any sunlight to ripen at all. Look at that compared to these ones. All right, Buck. Let's go back. Let's go back. There you go, babies. All right, let's head back. I think we got enough. Come on. Go. We'll go drink some water. Come on, baby girl. Come on. Let's move it. Come on, Bubba. Come on. All right, let's go. So, yesterday when I said, tell your dog say hi, I really didn't tell you why I said that. I watched the show on YouTube. It's called We Rate Dogs. And they sell merchandise. And a portion of the merchandise goes to help saving dogs. They pay for surgeries when dogs get hurt. It's more of dogs that don't have homes that have been hurt. But so I support them. I bought a sticker that I put on the back end of my car that says tell your dogs hi, and I bought the hat that says tell your dog hi. So that is why when I said to tell your dogs hi, I mean it. I say hi to all dogs, but I also want to support that show. So if you guys love animals, go over there and watch them. They do good work. And if you want to tell them that Buck in Brooklyn in the comments said hi, I would absolutely love that. So yeah, come on, Buck. So I do stuff like that all the time. My boss thinks I'm a little weird because in my mind I know what I'm doing. I just don't state what I'm doing. So I was editing the video this afternoon. I've not posted it yet because I'm going to get more video of Sturgis today. But I was like, well, they don't even know why you're saying that. So that is the main reason why that I've said that. And it's a really cool show because they take video and pictures of dogs and then they rate them. And they had one dog that was bit by a rattlesnake. He had the anti-venom and he was good, but he was all swollen. His face was all swollen up and stuff. So, and then we have dogs that, you know, can't hear or see, but they're having so much fun. Come on, Buck. Buck, this way. We're heading this way. Come on. They just have all different kinds of dogs. And, yeah. So, I was thinking about sending them some silly videos of my dogs. So, yeah. It's a good show. And if you love dogs as much as I do, Brooklyn, come on. You'll go watch them and support them. All right, everyone. That's the end of this video. I'm going to put it on yesterday's video and then also the video of Sturgis. I'm just going to make one big video for you guys. And yeah, hopefully you guys will like it. And check out We Rate Dogs on YouTube. Sorry, my nose is itching. I don't know what it. I don't know if it's the allergies or what. But yeah, so back in Brooklyn, I say goodbye. And please tell your dog I said hi. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye. Come on. Come on. I know you're thirsty. Where the old cemetery is. It's a beautiful cemetery. That's where we walked yesterday. Sorry about that. Cattle guards. So we'll just drive through the hills until we get to Sturgis. This is a BLM land. This is where we walk. Through Spearfish Canyon, it's almost the same thing as far as the foliage and all that kind of stuff. Spearfish Canyon is gorgeous. It has Rough Log Falls, and then it's got the lower falls. And then driving just through the hills, you go up to Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse, Keystone, all those places. It's all the same, but it's just in the summertime, it's just such a gorgeous view. So we'll not show those people. So yeah, I don't like showing people on video because I'm not sure if they want to be on video. So this is the entrance area here to the trails and stuff, and that's where we go to the gravel trail that takes you all to everywhere. So that's where the plaques are, and it takes you back by the old rodeo grounds into where the horse was buried and all that stuff. So we're gonna make a left to go into Sturgis. Going right that way takes you to the Buffalo Chip and all those places. Sorry if this is not clear. My phone is weird that way. So, Buck is drinking water, if you can hear that. I'm sure you can. The curves right here we call the S-curves, because it reminds us of an S. Okay. Then on the right hand side where the orange gate thingamajiggers are, that's the soccer fields. Right here is one of the little campgrounds, right there. And then they got the little canopy thing up there. The soccer fields are there. Then behind, on the road behind over there, that's the Sturgis football field, and then the big park is right beside it. And they now have their lights up. The lights are only on during the rally, you know, a week before before the rally and then a week after the rally, and then, of course, a week during the rally. So I'll stay on LaSalle Street and I'll show you all of the camps and everything, and then I might go down Main Street and then maybe up Junction, I'm not sure, but just take a ride with us. So the Iron Horse, that's all bar and stuff, and I used to work there. I worked in the actual where they ate and stuff, but that's really only open during the rally. There's a street taco thing. They always have their parking spot full. Over there, that's always full. That stuff. This is always filled with food places. T-shirt vendors over here. The grocery store even has tons of vendors. These vendors, they're not open yet, but they're there. In Sturgis during the rally, you can only park to get groceries for 1 hour, and then they'll have your car towed, which is not nice. I mean, we live here all year long. That's Harley Way. Then we got these vendors right there. These ones over here. All those. These ones here. And then the community center is filled with all motorcycle stuff. We're starting to get away from the main street, but there's those guys right there. They always have a full thing because it's a motorcycle place. Then they got, this place is gonna fill up full of vendors. Of course, the ice place gets hit a lot. And then down by the Cenex, they put up a temporary stop sign, which is good. The Cenex store, they'll have a bunch of vendors there. It was right about here when I was working at Pamida, which is now a church, but that used to be Pamida right there, and it's right about back there when my car blew up, so I wasn't very far from work. And then the Indian place is over there. We went down the Indian place the other day. Even trucks are at Owens. Right there. Oh, are you kidding me? You're going 25 miles an hour. And yeah, McDonald's. Campbell Supply, that used to be they used to give out free tomato plants every spring. They don't anymore. This is all National Guard right there. These lights are on 24/7, 365 days a year. These ones are. Subway, all those places. And it looks like we're gonna get some rain again, which is good for my avocado tree. I bought an avocado and ate the avocado and planted the seed. Never had it grow before, but this time it did. So, and of course the Yamaha dealership, and then this place here, and that is about it. So now I'm going to take you to one of the campgrounds. I'll drive by it. It's called Hog Heaven, and then the hill climb. So this is the back road to my house. So coming up on the right hand side where the pickup is turning, that goes to Hog Heaven, and then there's a motorcycle track right there. Hog Heaven is back over that way. The motorcycle track is there. And then this hill is where the hill climb is. But I'll show you where they actually climb. So as you can see, they're getting ready for it. So that is where the hill climb is, if you can see.